Hello again and welcome back to this next episode of the True Rome. If you look on the map, you can see that for some reason the Nords are actually gaining instead of losing. The Catholics are in serious trouble here. Scipiot has already pushed even to Flanders. They might even get enough land to be able to reform their faith, which would be an interesting move. And I just noticed that perhaps we can steal Tuscany or Pisa from these guys. Is after this war and after our vassals are a bit less pissed off at us. And if we watch around, we can see that Christians are in real trouble. The Zoroastrians, well, they're in the process of being wiped out, really. There's not much that's gonna happen there. I don't know why Manichaeans are part of the Zoroastrian group. That doesn't make any sense at all. Zoroastrians weren't Manichaeans at all. Manichaeans are closer to Christianity, except they believe that God and the devil are two separate persons, where Christianity believes that God and the devil are actually the same person. Yes, it's very complicated, but there's only one God, and the devil and God are, according to the actual doctrine from the original Catholic faith or Christian faith, they're the same person. But it became very complicated, it became very polytheistic, really. Okay, we got some captives here. Are these captives worth anything? That's the important part. That's what we seek to know. They are, but we can only sell them one at a time. Too bad. Doesn't really matter, we'll continue to siege and capture. Dioclesia. That's one. Well, actually, we can, but I don't think that we can still sell any of those now. Maybe we should have waited. Maybe we shouldn't. Who knows? All I know is I'm going to recombine these two armies. This is the duchy capital and the kingdom capital, which is very good news. That means that we will usurp this duchy, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the entire kingdom. It is. It is. Okay. We want an adult, not of a great house, not a ruler, and men. I want to give someone else a chance every once in a while. You seem to be fit for the job. You will get this. And then, considering all my direct male lineage already has all of this, here we have a spare son, Kyle. And he was going to be the leader of this place. Good. Yes, I'm quite aware of that. That's no problem, because you'll see, we'll just poke out their eyes. See? Problem solved. How many troops can this guy bring against us now? Very few. With a little bit of luck, we can simply wipe him out. Should we? Well, we can. And we just want Belgrade. At least for now. We'll take it. Just bag it and give us and keep the change. With a little bit of luck, he'll even be able to create a kingdom himself, but I doubt that. How many men can he call upon? Not too many. Well, worst case we can always call the Greeks. That remains an option. Well, actually all of our vassals are pretty close. But still I want to keep them pleased for when we finally attack Tuscany. And if we can hit the Danube already, that would be great. That means that we have only 1 or 2 duchies to deal with after this. You see? 3 duchies to deal with, and we got Bulgaria back. And then we will have most of our empire back too. For that we still have plenty of time. They attacked and they're actually defeating us? Wow! Now this is something I didn't really expect to see. How did they do this? It's not like they have that many men. They just wiped out the retinue. Well, this is gonna cost us. You can be sure of that. With a little bit of luck we can deter them from coming back there, but no, they wiped out our army. Completely wiped out this flank. Shit. Well, now we've got a problem. Now we've got a problem. Shit. Well, sorry for the bad language there, folks, but yeah, this is real shit. And Greece isn't really providing us with that many troops, is it? Yes, we'll make him a zealot. Okay. So then we'll just wipe them out if we can. We should. We'll just send these guys back home. There's nothing they can do over there. We can't even recruit these guys. We can do these and these though. That will at least give us some reinforcements. Yes, it does blow away most of our money, but do you have any better options? We need to get that army back as quickly as possible. That's imperative. We made a huge mistake by that. Still, without mistakes, the game would be way too easy, to my personal taste. What we can do to cut expenses so that we can get the other guys too. That will just cut down the expenses a little bit so we can save up a bit more money and hopefully invest that in the next assaults. All we need now is some horses and we got this army back in strength. After all, the army is already down to a point where it's no longer useful, so we might as well just accept that. Good. Good, very good. And once we can get our retinue in complete strength, at least the regiments, then we can hopefully spend a bit more money at it again. I don't know why you're no longer being educated, but you ain't. Oh, right, because of that guy. Wow. He really hates our guts. But he's zealous. That explains. She will be raised by him. And then I will take a look, because this guy, oh, he's only 4. He can't be educated by us just yet. Monies? Monies. Very good. Well, actually, boom. Let's get as much money as quickly as possible. The best way to do that for now, sieges. Shouldn't have spent our money on that, or maybe we should. In the long run, it's gonna be good that we spend our money on economy buildings. He took Ani, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the kingdom capital. Ah well. We'll eventually give it to some brat who will eventually take that away from him. It's still part of the same kingdom, so it's not a big deal. Unlike this, that's a big deal. At least to me it is. Not to them. Come on guys, besiege something, get some loot. Yep. Yep, that's great. That's how we should do it. Castle walls have been built over there. Excellent. We almost have enough money to rebuild the retinue. Almost. Arborea, where the hell that may be. I don't really care. I like the fact that they did convert, but I really don't give a shit at this point. Yes, you may notice my language is a bit off compared to other days. Let's just say we had a very fun day at work with minimal occupation. Lots of people are sick these days. The flu is going around. I can't really blame or be pissed at the people who are sick, you know, it just happens. But it's not pleasant nonetheless, if you have to be the one who eventually has to solve all the problems. Don't get me wrong though, I still love my job. Well, I don't really love it, not in that way, but it's okay. I've had worse things. I've done worse things than this. You are of the correct fate, so it's all fine, and then we will get the reinforcements going again. Let's rebuild the army. He started the holy war for Edessa. He'll probably fail. They want to take Belgrade? I don't think so. Let's drive him off. Again. These guys are now regenerating, costing me a lot of money though. So these sieges better work. These things are also bringing in cash now, although not as much as they potentially can. Go and deal with it. My dear lady, you are fat. How's my other boy doing? My other grandson, 5 years old. That will be on the 6th of March next year. Over there. Well, there's a surprise. And it's quite a big revolt too. We'll send these guys and the other guys to take care of it. Yeah, these guys can take care of it. You guys can continue this siege. We're not gonna give him much chances here. We're gonna stomp this thing before it's too late. We've got the money to rebuild the army for now, and we've got the income to do so as well. So we can keep this up for quite some time. And rebuild our army. Now we really are going to have a moment of peace, because after this war, with this, and with this, we are not going to be able to continue our expansion for a little while. From all the peoples, it was the underestimation of what the Bulgarians can do to us. Legatus Augusti Alexios Justus have brought peace to a troubled province. Fewer crimes are committed and ever fewer complaints are heard. The peasants have never been happier. That's very good. Praise him. Praise is free. Okay, let's take care of this. Boom. One army is gone, the next will be gone very soon. Because there's nowhere they can go. And we got way too powerful leaders here. A local augur has come to your court to perform a public auguria. The ceremony is held in a plain outside the castle walls, and while approaching clouds make you worrisome, the augur will not postpone it. After observing the entrails of many sacrifices, the augur is about to declaim the will of the gods, when a bolt of lightning strikes him violently. It seems the gods spoke for themselves. You want some more of it? We'll give it. We shall oblige. My liege, the mission to Constantinople was a success. Good news. Very good news. We will continue to drive these men on until we have wiped them off the face of the earth. We will continue to besiege this, even if they attack us. Another proconsul died. This girl Nobody wants to raise her. They all rather just die than be her guardian. Still, you're going to Cyprus, my dear. Whether you like it or not. You're a political tool, that's all. You're an imbecile anyway, so you wouldn't even care. I don't know how she became an imbecile, though. I've got strong blood, don't I? Well, I guess these things just happen. He agrees to peace, which means choppity chop with your head. You know, going to war against me in a revolt is suicide anyway. I wouldn't allow it. Come on guys, capture this place. And the good news for me is that I can basically just stop recording, save the video, process it, and continue recording. I don't even have to put it on hold anymore. I can just keep on playing. Thanks to all of you people watching. By now this has given me enough resources to actually be able to pay for a system that can do that. Those things are quite expensive and I'm not a Rockefeller, I'm not really that rich. But I do invest the money that comes from the YouTube. I do make a little bit of money with it, and over the times you people have given me enough money that way that I can buy an SSD drive for all of this recording, which means more videos. More fun for me, more videos for you all to watch and enjoy, I hope. Also, I've noticed that there are a lot of people signing up to the channel because of the Elder King's Falmer videos. At least more than I expected in such a short while of starting a new channel specifically for these kind of videos. I thank you for subscribing and watching these. If any of these subscribers are also watching this series, that is. And yeah, again, thank you, and be assured I will invest most, if not all, of that money into this channel and this computer. Don't get me wrong though, it's not really that much money. We have the exact same event as we did before. The augur was held again, and once again the guy died. Strange that the meantime to happen thingy triggered twice in such a short time. Let us wipe out these pathetic little guys. They're worth nothing. Our vassals really hate our guts now though, so we have to end this. We have to end our aggressive expansion for now. We did get as far as to reclaim Serbia though, which is good news in my point of view. You're all too old. You'll likely die before you make kids. And he's a terrible guy, but he's not going to be our direct vassal, so that doesn't really matter. He's going to be the vassal of our kid, who is now almost king of this land. And then we will send everybody home, rebuild the army, because it took a beating, and a real one. Although it did gain quite a lot of strength, we have more troops than we ever had before. It took a serious beating, and we are broke. See, he lost. Wasn't any chance that he would ever be able to do that. The Arabs just swarmed him probably. They all joined in the war and they swarmed him. Even we have to be careful attacking Arabs. do we have enough people for this? No, we do not have enough land anyway, so we should simply rebuild. Taron converted. That's also something that we should be focused on. Converting the world slowly but surely, reducing the amount of revolts that we trigger. Either way, I thank you all for watching. This was a very fun video for me to play. I hope it was as fun for you as to watch. Although, if I have to be honest, the next video, thanks to this, and this, will probably not be that fun to watch. I thank you again, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Good night.